Wait, you didn't know? It's JRS on the beat. Welcome to another episode of Crafty Talks. It's your boy Crafty. Yeah, so I started this podcast like a couple months ago. The problem with like our generation is once you don't get that gratification or satisfaction that you wished for when you do something, you kind of get demoralized. And I believe that demoralization, if that's a word, comes from a whole myriad of things. And in my case, I can honestly say that I get what's the word I'm looking for here? I get discouraged real quick. So that could lead to unfulfillment and stuff like that. So mental health can attack you in so many different ways. Someone might think you're lazy, someone might think this or that, but really and truly we fight things in our mind. And I am a case study for that, because I started something, and because I didn't get the satisfaction that I wanted, I ended up just taking a pause from it. But a friend of mine who we're going to talk to today, he kind of raised my spirits again, and we're going to talk about these type of issues that affect us youths, such as depression and whatnot. So yeah, man, welcome to Crafty Talks, my brother Tabs. My brother Tabs.
Yo, what's up?
Yeah, man. All good, man. So yeah, man. As I started off this thing, I'm telling people that man had a flipping first episode, but after that first episode, because I didn't get what I wanted, no satisfaction from how I want it to be, it kind of like demoralized me. And you know where that demoralization comes from? It comes from inside the head.
Yeah, it always starts with the thought.
Yeah. So, dude, the way I know you is because we went to school together in South Africa. We built up a real like close, bond and whatnot. And we went through so many things that made our mental health kind of called into question. So that's what we're gonna talk about today, mental health. So, dude, like, what does mental health mean to you, bro?
Okay, I thought for me, mental health just talks about mental stability, food for thought. So if you eat unhealthy food, obviously you're gonna have an unhealthy physical body. You see, healthy food, you stay fresh and healthy. So same thing with your mind, dog. If you keep bad energy, you're gonna attract depression, all that stress, anxiety, all that stuff. But if you keep your mind positive, you're gonna be stable, dog.
Okay.
So mental health just goes both ways.
Okay, so like, give us some like experiences that that we've shared together and alone that led. Because I'm gonna be completely honest, I have suffered from depression for a long time, and I don't know how I can get out of it, but I know I'm not the only one who goes through this. So really and truly, we're trying to educate people in how to overcome and how to deal with these type of things. So yeah, man, Tabs, just talk about some of the experiences that led to you having depression.
I thought, to be honest, right, some experiences I feel like we created that. Because if you think about it, depression always has a source. You see, most people are depressed because they come from broken homes, whatsoever. But if you think about it, me and you were privileged enough to be in university, but we took steps that caused depression because we didn't want to take the right path. We always wanted to take the easy route.
Yeah, we did. So as going back to what you said, like, it's something that we create ourselves. What are some of the components that lead to that?
And dog,
Dude, what? Come on, man.
Yeah. They cannot teach an old dog new tricks, though.
Yeah, I hear that. But then,
Yeah,
so would you put it down? This is like this is like our experiences. Like, so
Yeah.
what would you think? Was it the weed? Was it let me just say, was it substance abuse that triggered the depression?
The simple as that is a substance abuse, because we're in an environment where we came to learn and grow.
Yeah.
But what did we choose, though? Because we thought we were the smart ones by staying behind, selling weed, trying to be trappers. You see?
Yeah, the younger generation, kind
I
of.
have to start like that, but like now we're talking because we're trying to face the truth and grow from it.
Exactly.
You see?
Exactly.
Yeah, so
like
the
for
whole
me.
point of this conversation is to show people that mental health is real, but somehow you can avoid it through the choices that you take as a
Okay. Okay.
Let's forget about those who have traumas like rape and whatsoever.
Yeah.
Those are deep mental health issues.
Yes.
But now we're talking about mental health where you need to survive on your own, bro, and what creates that shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry for the language, yeah.
Like for me, obviously, I'm gonna put it down to the fact that I was kind of soft. Like I knew what I had to do.
Yeah.
I knew I'm here for school.
Yeah.
I was focused on that. But man, you just can't escape some of these things, bro.
Yeah, if you think about it, we used to receive money for groceries, right?
Yeah.
We buy food.
Yeah.
We have to go to class. We have data.
Yeah.
But if we run out of weed, what do? We get depressed. Why? Why we have everything set up for us? Where we need to go to class, we need to eat, we need to be nice.
For that, I'm just gonna say, like, addiction is a demon, bro.
Exactly.
I've never been in that environment where I got everything that I need, but like, as we're saying.
And me, I'm leading. I forgot what you asked me now.
Oh my god, man. My man says he's leaning, so I forgot what was the last. Dude, can you help? One eternity later. Help me out here. Like, what was the last thing I was talking about? I'm joking. Anyway, let's move on. Like, I was talking about myself. I was trying to say, like, I've never been in that environment before where things are so accessible, and I've never been an addict to that point, but because of
the problem,
downfalls and create depression and stuff like that. Would you say you're in a better place now?
Yeah, me, I'm in a better place. Like, over regrets, I choose growth, right? If you recall, I got expelled.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, I got expelled. I got caught, got expelled.
Yeah.
So imagine if you see your peers doing better, and you come from an environment where you were making money, you were nice, you had an opportunity, now you're back.
Yeah.
At zero ground level, dog, and your peers are driving Lamborghinis.
Oh my dog, that's something that irks me as well, because like my generation, all my friends, they're doing something, they're big and whatnot. That also
got 3 kids and family.
Do you know what that leads to? That leads to self-hate, and I can honestly say that I've been having self-hate for a while, but doing things like this is what makes me happy. It's my calling, because I study journalism and whatnot. So yeah, always have to have something that you love to keep your mind off those type of situations where now you fall into depression and then you do this. And for me, I would like to say that I'm in a better place now. way better place than I used to be in. You already know how SA was, bro, the way we lived and whatnot. But, you know, with our experiences, what do you think what can happen for people to be more open about these type of issues?
Acceptance. First, you need to accept who you are and where you stand, dog. Like,
but the problem here.
There's this song by J. Cole, "Love Yours." Dog.
Yeah.
So you need to love yourself as a human being first. Doesn't matter you come from the bush or you come from the biggest house in Africa. But you just need to be in a level where you understand that humans will remain humans and you don't have to. But
let me counter that. That's all well, like, good, but then this is Africa, bro. Like, this is Africa, and you already know the mentality of, like, the older generation. Let's say our parents and whatnot. I don't believe that they understand. I don't think they understand. They don't. Like,
they don't.
They're just like, oh no, you know what? He's on this, so yeah, that's it. But they don't want to get to the root of the thing, and that's a cultural thing. Like, I don't know how it is in SA, but around here, I can't talk openly about stuff like this. I get labeled, you know. So me getting labeled then ensues that I won't go and try to get help, because I'm just gonna be like,
it's an African stigma.
That's the word.
Where our parents or the generation of our parents don't want to understand that as human beings we go through phases.
Because you know what people say, like here in Africa, or specifically here in Malawi, if you go to someone and say that, hey, you know what, I'm suffering from depression right now, this, that, and the third, they're like, depression? That's a white man's disease. That's white people problems. You know, I had this conversation with my sister-in-law once, and she's really cool people. Shout out Kambe Banda. She was like, you know what, like, because I poured my heart out, like, when I went to Cape Town that time, you know, I poured out my heart out to her and her husband, and I was like, you know what, I'm not in a good place right now. But then they're just gonna see the fact that, oh, he flies to come to school, he gets money, he gets this and that. They're just like, man, this guy is. She was like, you know what, I love you so much, you're like one of my favorite people. But she was like, problem is you're full of shit. Because why? I poured my heart out and I said I had depression and all this and all that type of stuff. They just like, what depression? For what? You know? Because you never know what is in someone's head. You know?
Yeah.
That's that African stigma again. But hey.
Yeah, the only problem with the older generation is you take him to school, you feed him, he's gonna be right.
Yeah.
So you can't have conversations where you're trying to understand each other.
Yeah.
So, like, for example, in SA, if someone is bipolar or schizophrenia, one of those disorders, mental disorders, they're gonna say it's witchcraft.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. Let's move on and let's talk about our respective societies, bro. I'm gonna start off with me. Here in Malawi, there's like the younger generation, our generation and whatnot, they're on substances, or they're on this, or they're on that. But as we go back before, drugs, they're just on this, on that, not trying to actually figure out what the root of the problem is.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, that's the whole problem.
You know? Yeah. And when you do get addicted, it's, as I said, like, to get help, there's not going to be any help because there's already that stigma saying, this guy is because of A, B, C, D, F, G. So around here, a lot of the youth, they watch a lot of like MTV and Trace and all that type of stuff, and they see the music influences. So, people out here drinking lean and whatnot, they're drinking that stuff because of what they see on the TV, when they don't know there's a whole culture behind it, So around here, I truly believe that there are some individuals, like our generation, the younger generation, that actually wants to talk about these issues. But the thing is, they don't have an outlet to talk about it with. You know?
That's why we're creating such a platform, Adam, where people can just pour out their heart. It's
exactly.
like
No judgment.
philanthropy work. Yeah, it's like philanthropy work, no judgmental, just
Yeah.
helping people to be who they are and speak their minds out. Because if your parents can't listen to you, or the leaders in your community can't listen to you,
Yeah.
we are here. Yeah.
Exactly.
We're changing this whole generation, dog. Like, we have to speak about this.
Exactly. We do.
It doesn't matter what it is, but we have to speak about this. Like, let's try to grow as generation and be better leaders.
Yeah, dude, like I have this thing where you see them beggars in the streets, or those people have Down syndrome or whatnot. Here in Malawi, they're just like, there's a word they say I'm wamisala menio, which means it's just a crazy person. You know, I was talking to my brother the other day and I was like, dude, you see that guy there just walking around taking stuff from the bin? No one's gonna give him a second thought, because they're just like, oh man, and now he's just crazy. He was born crazy. But dude, exactly. But then, dude, if he could go to the hospital and actually get diagnosed, you know, that he has such and such or blah blah blah, they can get help. But here we just shun these type of people, you know. It's something that dude, it irks me, to be honest with you. Now, with what I just said, put like what I just said and then put it in terms of SA, bro. Is it different or is it the same?
It's the same, bro. If we see someone picking up papers or just begging for money in the streets, they are crazy, bro. Like, we don't wanna help or think about it, or what led to that. What led to that situation?
Exactly.
Anyway, like, in South Africa, you know, Nyaope, right?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, that shit is like fucking dead. But those people don't wanna be given second chances.
Dude, don't you remember that time I told you I almost got stabbed for 10 rand because of a man wanting Nyaope, bro?
Yeah, you remember in Joe's.
Yeah.
You see.
But then, like, there's a lot more traps there in Josie, right? In terms of like accessibility to drugs and whatnot, it's like way easy to get.
Course, we can't like call people out like in nationalities or names, but you know, there's those guys, right? And they're ruining countries. Wherever they go, they wanna plant drugs.
That's true. You're not lying when you say that, bro.
But hey, bro, like, I don't know. Bree, there's this taxi rank. Bree, bro, opposite Bree, there's drug dealers stuff. Like, they deal drugs on the streets and whatsoever. Down the road, there's a police station, John Foster.
So people doing drugs while there's a police station just nearby, bro.
Yeah.
That goes back into that corruption thing, right? Because if they find them, it's just gonna want a little something.
Exactly. So I feel like, bro, there's a root to all this stuff. People or kids are running away from home just because of mental stability. But wherever they go, there's no stability, because when they go to Josie, they're flooded with drugs. Women are getting trafficked. Mental illness is a real issue. When we go to school, we get overwhelmed with work. People are telling us we're useless.
Exactly.
Whatsoever.
I put this status the other day. I got this like little meme where there's a guy and then someone whispers "you're a failure" in his ear. Now that words then start to manifest themselves because you've been told you're a failure. So at the end of the day, you're gonna believe that you're a failure. So if you then fall into this like substance abuse and whatnot, you don't get out of it because it gives you that like comfortability feeling and whatnot. So at the end of the day, you're not gonna get help. You're just gonna, what's that word they say? Self-medicating, bro.
Yeah.
And now self-medicating is probably one of the most dangerous things on earth, bro.
Hey, bro, your subconscious is more important than your conscious mind.
Exactly.
Because
It goes
Yeah,
all
your subconscious is the one that picks up a whole lot of ish stuff. So
because,
people can tell you are a failure while you are conscious and you don't take it to
but
heart.
it seeps
But
into the subconscious though.
you see, so if something keeps repeating itself in the subconscious,
Yeah,
it takes over the conscious.
exactly. Because I watched this other documentary. It says whatever comes like in here, okay, you can just be like, oh yeah, okay, cool. But the thing is,
Yeah,
it goes to the subconscious. Now, when it goes to the subconscious, everything that you do is based on what the subconscious tells you, because it's really deep in there. It becomes like your trait as a human being. So at the end of the day, just have to be more kind to people, or just understand each other better, which is
that's
difficult,
true.
because everyone has their own lives, and everyone has their own ways of thinking and whatnot. But like, I can say you and me are a success story when it comes to being in a certain vibe for a while, and
Yeah,
actually trying to get out of it.
that's
But
it. We
because
came out of failure, we came out of addictions, we came out of a whole lot of things, stuff.
because
Mental and tools, environments where like you have nothing to fight but just your mentality.
dude, I always say this to people, right? The most important like muscle or organ on your body,
Yeah,
it's the most delicate. It's the brain, bro. Because once you damage the brain, bro, there's no real coming back.
yeah. PIG once said your brain is the terrible thing to waste.
Exactly.
So
And it's the most fragile thing that
yeah,
you can lose as well. So, ish, man.
yeah.
If it was up to me, if I was president, or I can become an what's that word? Actor.
Activist.
Yeah, I can become that. But
Mm,
the thing is, with the mentality we have here in Malawi, bro, not many people will gravitate, because it's considered like as I said, a white person's problem, or blah blah blah. So, ish, my guy. I don't know. What do you think?
bro, bro, white people are always gonna beat us on this chess game because they stand for each other, no
We
matter what.
we Africans are not united, are we?
We know.
Because
Now,
a white person, yeah, they have a little stint of issue of depression, whatnot. They're gonna take them and take them to the rehab or something like that. Here it's just like, this guy, or being guy, he's crazy. There's no help for him. So I would like more people to get inspired to be able to talk, man. Because if you
that's
don't
true.
talk, like
You won't survive.
like for me, it took me, when I came back from SA, it took me a while to finally like go to my mom and my elders and say that, you know what, I have depression, man, and I've had depression for a while.
Yeah,
You already know, in SA I had a myriad of mental breakdowns, bro. Panic attacks and all that type of stuff, because of the guilt and whatnot. I even tried to go to like the school counselors, and I'm like, I need help. I need help, man. I need someone to sit down with me and talk to me
yeah.
and try to help me out. But with the whole, I don't know, is it laziness? Is it like shame? It's shame, really, because it's like a taboo
That's
thing.
it.
Can't really speak out. But then it came to a point where I was like, what, I have to talk. I have to tell these
Do you
people that.
remember that Zambian guy, Sway?
Oh man, sway, bro.
You see, exactly. Like, hey, mental illness is something that's serious, and we cannot escape it with
Nah,
drugs.
no, we can't.
Yeah.
That's a fact, bro. We can't, bro.
You see, like, there's a lot of examples. Like, we cannot mention names because,
Yeah, because it won't be fair to them.
yeah, yeah, but yeah, the Zimbabwean guy we used to chill with.
Remember BM, bro?
You see, PM even had a mental breakdown, bro.
And that was
Like,
serious
where,
as well.
yeah, he was confused. Like, he didn't know if it was schizophrenia or.
Because he once told me, you know,
Exactly.
he told me, like, after he had left and went back to Zambia, he told me, you know, Adam, the problem with me is, you know, you remember he used to love saying, I want to unlock my mind and whatnot. But yeah, how you gonna unlock your mind with drugs, bro? And then he tells me, you know, I was trying to unlock my mind, but the thing is, it came with a cost, bro, and that cost was his brain, bro. Hey, shout out to BM, man. Shout out to BM.
Yeah, because now he's strong. He's making music.
Yeah, bro. I see him from here to there. I see him here to there.
Yeah, people should go out on Instagram, check out Black Magic. Huh?
Yeah. Well, his name is Black Magic, eh?
Yeah. Black _ Magic.
You know, speaking of like people doing the thing, I got my boy Tunes in the background there. I got my boy New in the background there. These guys, they're dope when it comes to the music thing as well, man. So, like, at the end of this podcast, I'm just gonna plug my boy's stuff. You know, we got a video on YouTube and whatnot. I'm gonna put all the links there. And yeah, just to big up my man. You know, it's good, man. That's what I believe that people should be doing. They should be uplifting each other, bro. But because of the culture that we have in Africa, it's that crabs in a barrel thing, man. We don't want the next man to make it, but it's actually, people actually enjoy the fact that someone is not in a good position, bro, and that's sad, bro. And that's an African thing, because dude, in England, bro, when you're walking,
that's not an African thing, because in Africa we used to say it takes a village to raise a kid.
Yeah. True.
Yeah. So what happened to that?
What happened?
That's the shit we should be asking. Yeah, that's the thing we should be asking ourselves. What happened to that?
Yeah.
What happened to Africa, though?
You know, I think it goes all the way back to all that slavery stuff, man. They just came and brainwashed our minds, bro. So, you know, kings in the past were selling their own people to the whites, bro. What does that tell you about African mentality, bro? Because, dude, like in the UK, right? You can be walking down the street and someone that you don't know will smile at you, bro. You walk past another person, they'll smile at you. They'll acknowledge you. Here, we don't have that. If you smile at someone in the street that you don't know, bro, they're gonna square up to you and be like, what you on, bro?
Yeah, but you need to be specific. Where in England? Because me and you, right now, if we buy to London, we're gonna get stabbed. Like that.
Nah, why are you gonna get stabbed for, bro?
This knife and crime shit is taking over the world. Why do those rappers always rap with their balaclavas?
That's just a gimmick. That's just a gimmick for the new.
Okay, this guy, I wouldn't say LD, but there was this other guy who said, I always wear my mask. Sorry?
Is it M. Honcho?
I'm not sure. I forgot his name, but I remember what he said on the documentary, where he's like, I always wear my mask because I don't want to show my face.
Yeah,
people in the streets, if they know who I am, they'll stab me.
Nah, but that's a choice though. Like, London's huge, man. Like, you can be doing your thing and, like, you know, going to malls and whatnot. You don't have to chill with the bad man. You don't have to do that. But obviously, there's a certain, like, appeal to that type of lifestyle and whatnot, and that's when you end up getting stabbed. So,
Doc, do you think jealousy is part of a mental illness?
Is jealousy part of mental illness? That's a very good question. Mandem, what do you think, bro? Jealousy. Tunes. What do you think? Do you think jealousy is part of mental illness?
Jealousy?
Yeah.
That's something we need to solve.
Yeah, man. My boy just said, yeah, bro. It is a part. That means it's like self-hatred. So when you have self-hatred, you tend to, you know, like, take it out on other people or just to make yourself feel good, you know?
Yeah.
So yeah, that does fall into mental health, bro. It does.
So there's a lot of things that we need to solve in this culture.
Go on, list them, bro.
Like, obviously, jealousy, hate, self-hate, black crime. Like, there's a lot of things that we need to fix, but it all starts with jealousy.
Nah, I feel you.
Not wanting to see your neighbor shining.
Yeah. That's not on, bro. Like, for me,
that's not on.
As I said, I want to become an activist and whatnot. For me, what I would love is, create a safe space for guys that are going through it, and this is specifically to like our generation and the younger generation. They should come to a place like an AA meeting type of thing. We don't have that around here. Because you just send them to the mental hospital, bro. In mental hospital, they're gonna come out and it's gonna be even worse, bro. Well,
they're gonna give you drugs, which is they're gonna make you slow. You're gonna lose your sense of humanity. You don't know what's going on in the world. When you leave those drugs, you go crazy, schizophrenia and whatsoever.
It's like a continuous cycle type of thing. So rather than just going through a cycle, I think we should like have an issue where people can come to like an AA. People can come talk.
And I hate to say this, right? But if you think about it, the digital world just made psychology useless now. There's no need for psychologists. There's no need for psychiatrists. Okay, psychiatrists, partially because they diagnose. But the rest, though, we can solve those other issues on our own. Let's just talk, because psychologists are there to just take your money.
I was just about to say that, bro. They just did.
I did psychology in varsity, so I know the cycle. What happened? When did it happen? How did it happen? When did it happen? Then they take your money.
Doesn't really help, does it? But yeah, man.
It doesn't really help.
You know what? Let's have way more of these conversations, bro. Because it's gonna open up a lot of people's issues, bro. Dude, I know me and you are brethren and whatnot. We've known each other for years, and we said we're gonna sit down and talk about this type of stuff. But dude, you know the amount of people that have tried to get on this just for the mental health aspect? I always get turned down. It's like, dude, what are you afraid of? What? So you want to be battling an issue in your head only, bro? Like, are you
dog, we didn't even say our story, dog. So this is just a breakdown where we're introducing people to the platform. There's a lot of shit that we need to talk about, gents.
That's straight.
We haven't touched on anything. Because if you look at it, we're talking about this, then we split, and we went to this. So we're just going to have to talk about everything nicely, bitches.
Straight, bro. Straight. Yes. So obviously, this is the first episode that me and you are doing, and I think we started on a good start and whatnot. We should have way more of these conversations, bro. And I want to start getting people like way more involved. Obviously, I've said that already, but like it's only for the benefit of for us all, bro.
It's not an interview, dog. Tell your people it's not an interview. We're just having conversations. Let's talk about this, go into the world. Then we're gonna get a lot of people who will jump in and
exactly get youths from your side. I'm gonna try to get more youths from my side. Like slowly but surely, but
slowly but surely, man.
So obviously, like, show your brethrens there in SA, but tell them like, yo, you got something to say, come say it, bro. That's how I feel about it anyway.
Yeah, I hear you, Michi.
But moving forward,
yeah,
like with the whole like people following trends and whatnot, I don't see a good future, especially I'm talking about my society, right? I don't see anything good coming out of this, right? I just see people just like not fulfilling their full potential, and then you're gonna get your overdoses and whatnot, which God forbid, but that's where these things lead to. They all lead to that.
A dog, like, I feel like we are all programs, right? If you think about it, and there's programs that are there to just boost the system. You see, and there are programs that are there to create the system. You see, and there are programs who are there to help balance the system.
I feel you.
So if you're there to help, if you're there to just help balance the system, or be there to just function as I don't know how to put it, a fan, a blow dryer or a fan, where you just put in wind to the system to cool it down. You won't survive.
Yeah, we won't. But yeah, man, like
Yeah.
shout out for
In my
you. Shout out for you
case,
coming through like this, bro. Cause like people need to know, bro. People need to hear stuff like this, bro. You know.
yeah,
It's just that we could talk about a whole bunch of stuff that is a bit personal, because you know my mom's gonna probably watch this in the end anyway. So I don't want to get into too many details, but obviously, man,
yeah,
been through it. Like I've been through it. You know, I've been through it. I've tried to come out of it, but I am coming out of it. So if I can do it, anyone can do it,
yeah.
man. Anyone can do it.
Over regrets, choose growth. My God,
There you go, bro.
don't regret anything.
There you
It
go,
was
bro.
part of the experience. Yeah.
Yeah,
Even though you walk through the darkest valley, there's always the light. My God,
straight, bro. Straight,
there's always the light.
straight, my guy.
Yeah,
Yo, so Tabs, bro. At least we've covered a couple topics still.
yeah,
Next time I want to get more in depth when it comes to like suicide, and you know, because I know people have died, you know, like killed themselves or run away or whatnot, because the pressure on them is just way too much, bro. And
yeah,
as I said again, there's no outlet to talk about this type of stuff. Last point I want to make is, just because you're a man, yeah, people don't take you serious when you say that, oh, I got feelings and this is how I'm feeling and whatnot. I think that needs to change, man. We need to be way
that needs
more.
to change.
We need to be way more open, you know, because
In my culture, if you say you got feelings or whatever,
yeah,
the older guys will tell you that you didn't go to the mountain, because us Venda guys we get circumcised at the mountain. So there's
yeah.
no
Oh,
there's
that,
no
that that's so cultist.
initiation.
That's so
Yeah,
cultist,
no,
man.
like some people go to the hospital and whatsoever. So there, obviously it's soft. That's what they say. In the mountain, they just cut that thing and they leave you to dry. My God, need to be strong.
Straight, my G.
Yeah.
So, Tabs, you got any parting words for this first episode, bro?
Nah, bro. I just want people to take care of themselves. They shouldn't be afraid to speak out.
I feel you, my guy.
If we can't say if. When they see this thing and they like this thing, they just must leave comments so that we can talk about whatever they want us to talk about.
Exactly.
We can invite them over. Like, let's make this thing big, guys.
Now
Yeah,
I'm
let's
down.
fight mental health together.
I'm down, my brother. I'm down.
Yeah.
Alright, Tabs, bro.
Yeah.
So, man's gonna clock out, yeah?
Okay, my G.
Yeah, so soon come, bruh. Soon come. Maybe, you know, can have bang out another 5 episodes before the month is over, you know? It just depends on the data and whatnot. But yeah, man, we can do this thing, bro.
Nah, don't worry, my guy.
Yeah. Appreciate your time, my G.
Oh, yeah, G.
Enjoy that little juice that you have.
Well, there you have it. Episode 2 of Crafty Talks. Thank you to my guest Tabs for participating in a convo about mental health. It's good to seek out help. Let's not be ashamed to speak about our feelings. This platform has been created for those who want to share and inspire others. Please leave a like and a comment, and I'll catch you on the next one.
Wait, you didn't know? It's JRS on the beat.